Y'all, you know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games 119. The Christmas episode.
Woohoo!
And this Christmas will be. All right. Before we have to pay for it.
Oh,
Right, that's all we
actually,
need.
technically, we already have to pay for it.
We'll have to go for
might,
6
as well
notes.
go, might as well go for everything. Happy birthday
Do
to
we have,
you.
who do we pay for happy birthday?
Some nuns or something.
It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. I can't believe it. We are on edge again because we've got our audio game down. Our video game.
Yeah, we should be really good at the video game.
We're good at video.
Like
Exactly.
is
We're good at video games, but our video game is a little lacking. So here's the scenario.
That's okay.
We always bust it out for you guys. Camera right there that we hope stays recording, which didn't last time.
Oh,
And we're going with a GoPro over here. So,
Sure.
we're halfway, regular, and then like we're doing a skateboard video.
Sure. Why
It'll
not?
be awesome.
nice.
It'll be great.
From back in the day.
We are Tony Hawk.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Router,
Brother,
kick it off.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
I'm so
Christmas.
excited.
Crema time.
I was a little late getting here, though, because my wife, Lauren, had her RPS Christmas party, so I ate great, and she paid for it.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know
perfect.
that's right.
I love
That
it. So
sounds
we
amazing.
went to City House, which is up just a little north of the city in Germantown, which the place is amazing.
You guys love that place.
Yeah, it's so good. And then got ice cream over at Jenny's.
Jenny's ice cream is incredible.
And I finished all my Christmas shopping today. So I was in the car for pretty much 8 hours
I was about to
straight.
say all
Dude,
day.
traffic was insane today.
Did you go to the mall?
Mhm.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Oh.
It was both malls, Cool Springs and Green Hills.
Oh,
Oh.
It was,
Green Hills,
Green Hills was
Green
not
Hills
bad.
is bad on a weekday.
but Green Hills was not bad
Regular
actually,
day.
surprisingly.
Really?
Cool Springs was a nightmare.
Ugh.
It was horrible.
yeah,
but
Cool Springs was
I had to get some last
Looked
minute
bad.
stuff and get all of this put together, and so it's finally done. And what I love that when you're done with everything and you're like,
Mhm.
oh hallelujah, I can just wrap it
No,
and
that's right.
call it a day. So
Oh my gosh.
that's it. This past weekend we had I actually had a pretty chock full weekend. Friday night, JT at the Bridgestone Arena.
Justin Timberlake.
I don't care if I have to turn in my man card. Justin Timberlake is the man.
That joke
That
killed
show
it.
was so good. My boy Gabe was there.
Yes, saw.
I took Lauren. That was actually for her birthday gift.
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago,
October?
back in October. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went. He played for 2 hours 45 minutes. Garth Brooks came out and they sang "Friends in Lonely Places," and the place went nuts because he's from Memphis.
Can we paint? We have to paint the picture of that one.
Yeah,
Because
go for it.
it was one of those things where I knew it was coming out, which sucked because I wish I didn't know.
You didn't know? How'd you know?
Well, I know.
Oh,
People.
well, yeah, you do know. People.
Yeah, Garth texted me.
Of course.
But so
Yo, Darius.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Darius
exactly.
has got connections everywhere.
And so he so Justin does like a first half of his show,
Yep.
hour and a half, then does a 10-minute break, which is super fast.
That's really fast.
Yeah,
And there
super
wasn't a whole lot of stage change up.
I don't think there was
Probably,
any.
probably underneath.
Yeah,
maybe,
underneath,
but-
yeah, because of what happened. But so, and then second half they come out, do a song. I forget what the song was, and then he kind of gets around with his band acoustic style and plays the guitar.
Yep.
Now, usually because it's the same show as I saw
Right.
last year,
Okay.
he does his "I Can't Drink You Away" song.
Right.
So they're in that setup anyway. So he starts playing. He's like, "We're in Nashville, right?" And everyone's like, "Ah." He's like, oh, "Okay, well,
Really?
yeah, exactly."
Wait,
So if
we
we're
are?
here, right. So if we're here, we got to do this. He's something to song. Showed
Right.
up in jeans and ruined your black tie affair.
Right, right.
Starts going into the song. Oh, I got friends in low place. The whole place is singing.
Everyone's
Hey,
singing.
oh, Oasis.
Everybody is singing.
Everybody's singing. Even I was singing.
I was singing it too.
I don't even know the
I
song.
was like, oh, Oasis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kids, red glare. And he stops. He's like, "Man, this just doesn't feel right."
It was great.
He's like, "Something's just a little wrong." Garth,
yeah.
like that dude.
Boom.
He walks out and his house closed.
It looks like he mowed the lawn and then just like, oh crap, I have to go to the JT show. I mean, he had like this
Did he have like Wrangler jeans?
He had like a sweatshirt on with like a Carhartt jacket over with just baggy jeans and sneakers. I'm like,
that's it.
You could have
baseball hat on.
Yeah, it's like you could have dressed up a little for JT,
but
whatever.
Right when that Joker starts singing on the microphone, you're like, that's Garth Brooks.
Yep.
I don't care what he's wearing.
Nope.
And the place, I mean, like.
It was deafening.
It was so loud.
Out of retirement?
Yeah. Announced that he was coming out. He's doing a tour. He had an album come out. This episode of Married to the Game is brought to you by Garth Brooks. And
Justin
Timberlake. And, but it was so loud that your ears kind of do that, like, protective mode, like,
it was ringing. And they did the third verse together and then the chorus.
Awesome.
And the funny thing is when Garth left, like Justin comes back with his guitar and then he just like collapses on
he just falls on the ground.
And he's like, dude, that was amazing.
He's like, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah, it was so cool. So all in all, so that show.
So Friday,
that show was amazing. Yeah, we went.
Incredible, right?
It was amazing.
I'm so glad you guys
we had seen him before because he didn't come here. The Future Sex Love tour was the last one that we went to. That was what 6, 7 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
So we saw that tour and this tour, and man, guy just killed it. That show was great. So that was Friday. Then Saturday night, I went out with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. They had planned this whole thing to go see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical, with DJ and Piper and everybody. Okay. So we ate at the Capitol Grill at the Hermitage Hotel, which I'd never been to.
A
real fancy schmancy place.
Was it awesome?
Ripping expensive.
Oh,
God. But it was really good. And then we went over and saw Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Piper lasted 15 minutes, I think. And then so I'm out there. But here's the funny part. She, out of nowhere, and we're trying to potty train her, out of nowhere, she's like, I want to go potty. I was like, Now? In the middle of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now? So I'm like, okay. So I take her out. Of course, she doesn't do anything. But
that's okay.
I had my first public restroom sitting on the potty, almost falling in.
Yes.
Holding her up.
Yep.
And she's just sitting there looking at me. I'm like, did you go? Did you go?
Yeah.
No, I'm all done. Nothing. I'm like, oh. But it was amazing. It was a step. I'm so thrilled because we're trying to get her. She's going to be in diapers when she's in college at this point. So that was Saturday.
Keep them boys away.
That's right.
I'm going to keep her in diapers.
Yeah, right.
Hey, they make diapers for bigger people.
That's true. That's very true. And then Sunday we did the Router family Christmas with my parents and Dan and Gretchen and the kids.
Oh, awesome.
And that's when we did something really cool. We each gave the kids just a little gift, and inside there was a W in one, 2 I's in another, and a U, and they put it all together, and they freaked. They were like, World War II! Yeah, World War II!
I was hoping that they got it all backwards, like, ooh-wee.
Right. Ooh-wee! So then I gave them the Wii U, and they were like ecstatic. And the good thing is Dan and Gretchen already got the Mario Kart, and I think like Just Dance 15, so they'll give that to them Christmas Day. So I was like, oh, I'm getting my babies into gaming,
that's awesome.
Which is amazing. So they loved that, and we had a great Christmas. And I got this lovely hat from them. My nieces and nephews hooked me up, so I had to get the elf hat and represent tonight. So yeah, it's just been a packed week. Work is pretty much done, and I'm trying to just get as much Far Cry 4 time now as possible. Like tomorrow really starts like my morning where I can just be like this.
Just chilling.
This is great. It'll be so awesome.
Let me ask you, so is work done for you, and this is really for both of you guys as self-employed, is work done from now till
January
the 2nd of January 4th?
Yeah, but I'll probably still...
You'll do a couple
I
of
want to get ahead of a few things because I know come Monday everyone's going to be like, hey, where's this, and this. So I'll get planned ahead. But, I mean, industry standard is pretty much from here on through the new year, everybody just kind of shuts down.
A lot of people take breaks, but one of my clients is a retail operation, so
yeah, they're not going to take breaks at all.
Yeah.
So you'll still be working on that. So it'll be nice just to be able to hang out with family, get some serious Far Cry 4 time in. Because like this holiday is going to be all about Far Cry 4. I am doing nothing else but playing that game, and
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just full of Christmas spirit and ready to go, man. It's great.
I tried your technique of trying to like take a base without like getting spotted. I just can't do it.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work.
I even have the upgraded bow and I still can't make it happen.
Really?
So.
You know what helped for me a few times? It doesn't work all the time, but if you bait them, they all flock. Get a camera, and that way you can spot them all, so you'll know when they disperse again. You'll know where they are, and then you can kind of go around. Because I really try and actually do no weapons, like total melee stop kills on all of them.
Wow.
So I take my sweet time on it. That's why I'm taking forever on it.
Yeah,
It's so much.
that's
It's
great.
so, and you get instant like 1800 XP, boom, just like that.
Oh,
So that's a skill point right there.
doing it with
Man, for
stealth.
me, it's just like I'm bored, and then I just blow something
Right,
up, and then
Right.
screw
Now the
it
one
up,
time
and
I did hop on an elephant and went in, and it was that was so much
That's
fun.
got to be
It was great.
stress relieving.
It was
So
so
I was
great.
trying to do one the other day, and I'm like on the roof, and I'm like, man, there's 2 cars right there, and there's like a whole crew of guys surrounding the car. So if I just blow up the car,
Yeah.
it'll take care of most
Grenade
of
launcher
Yeah.
is my favorite weapon.
Yeah,
right in that thing.
exactly. So and it's the sidearm too, so you
Yeah.
can have it and
Oh,
like a bunch of the
Yeah,
primary
Nice.
that
weapons.
is my favorite weapon.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
That's what I'm rolling with right now.
Oh,
and I've
that
got
game's
like
so
the
much
RPG too. So I
Yeah.
got a whole slew of stuff.
Pulsifer, your week?
Just super freaking busy, man. It's the
Yeah?
end of the year. Like I said, one of my clients is a retail operation, and they keep selling. So,
Oh, yeah. It never stops.
everybody kind of sells. Like, Krista, she sells a lot of her stuff online. And as I told you before we started recording, like I've been taking a giant bin to the post office almost every day.
That's awesome.
Just
great.
loaded up with stuff ready to ship out.
That's
So-
great.
That is
and it finally stopped like this week. Like it went up until Friday
Yep.
of last week. So
Was she
Sat-
guaranteeing before Christmas during that time?
she
or
did
just-
for certain services. You don't have to guarantee it,
Nice.
but like if they wanted it, we went ahead and priority shipped it.
Nice.
Right.
So and plus, if you ship out like first class mail, like by December, it's like December 19th.
Yeah,
which is
that's
Friday.
cut off.
Like that'll usually get to them before Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, really?
kinda what we're doing.
Man, I gotta hand it. The USPS is kicking it.
They've been rock solid.
They've been really good.
That's crazy. I don't know if I realized that they're delivering on Sunday until I
There's
looked
some-
out.
there's
Like
some.
I
they
ordered.
delivered something Sunday this week to us and last week to our neighbors. I was like,
Really?
I know.
Yeah, I was like,
well, yeah, I
packages they're delivering on
Right,
Sunday.
I ordered some last minute stuff because we have Amazon Prime,
Mm.
and I ordered it on Saturday and got it today.
Wow.
That's
It makes
crazy.
no sense. That
Wow.
never happened.
Today's Monday, by the way.
Yeah.
It is Monday.
Today is Monday, so that means they were currying it over Sunday, which is just
Nuts.
insane.
Wow.
They even
man.
told me like, "Oh, we can deliver it by Sunday." I was like, "No,
Whatever. They had a
no."
drone.
Exactly.
Maybe it was a drone because it like
Drop
was
it from
all
2
it
stories
was,
up.
it was neatly packaged on the front door. That never happens when a mail carrier.
That's- yeah, they're like-
it was like neatly
He like
put on the
kicks it
front
to the
door.
curb.
So yeah, that must have been it. But
That's funny.
I did get Saturday. Basically, we were like we've had a really like tough holiday. We need to take a day off. So
Oh,
we
good.
took Saturday off.
Good.
I played Far Cry most of the day.
Awesome.
Loved it.
Yep.
I'm I find like I usually don't go and do stuff in open world games, like stuff that you don't have to do or
Right.
that doesn't help you get to the final, basically the final outcome. But I find myself taking over the towers and
Yep.
doing the base camps.
Yeah.
and all that
There's
stuff.
something. Everyone is different, and it makes it so much more
Exactly.
fun.
Something about it
Interesting.
is like the towers are just kind of like a nice little challenge that doesn't really involve.
It's a
taking
mini
out
puzzle
things.
piece because
Yeah, it's like a puzzle.
I've taken several minutes. Like, well, crap, where am I supposed to go now?
Mhm.
And you just have to kind of figure it all out. Yeah, man.
It was the same kind of thing with Tomb Raider last year, where they had those temples that were
Yes.
puzzles.
Yes.
But they were short enough and easy enough
Yep.
to be
it wasn't
like a nice little
frustrating.
sidestep. It
Right.
wasn't frustrating. Yeah.
Right.
So like I kind of feel like the towers in Far Cry have pulled me in that way.
Yep.
And then liberating the camps, I'm just doing that so I can have like fast travel points all
Yep.
over the place.
Right.
That's
Basically.
awesome.
That's-
So
That's the reason I do it too, is with
Yep.
fast travel.
yeah, they give you a good reason to do that extra stuff, even if you're not.
Now,
into
have you
that
gotten to the
stuff
arena
typically.
yet? No, not really spoilers.
I think I have.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Because that could be some great co-op and multiplayer.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's their bread and butter for the co-op and multiplayer. There is,
For
is
sure,
in that
man.
arena. Because I did a few actually. I was just like, well, let's try it. Not multiplayer, just kind of on my own, and it was fun. It's fun to do.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to play the co-op yet, but I would
Yeah,
like to
neither have I.
dive into that sometime.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
Also, too, oh man, XCOM was tickling me over the weekend.
Ah,
I was wanting to pick up. So if you notice on iOS, they released the expansion for XCOM,
Mm-hmm.
the Enemy Within,
Right.
and I was going to pick that up yesterday, but I just found out it just went on sale today. This is Monday. So for anybody who hasn't gotten XCOM on the iPad,
How much is it?
It's time to get it. I think they just put it half off, so it's like
$10.
$9.99.
$10.
Yeah.
that's
And then-
when I got mine.
and then-
Shoot, do I need to
Well-
get that game again?
Yeah.
Oh, I've beaten it twice on the console
just get
already.
just get Enemy Within, because it adds like all the new stuff.
Yeah.
I'm about to check it out, and I read a little review on it, and I'll probably be talking about it next episode.
Nice.
Because I'm definitely
Jeez.
picking it up. So,
Dang it. That's awesome.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it on the consoles. It was, I believe it was too expensive when they brought out the expansion. It was like $40 or something on the console.
Oh, okay.
But on iOS right now, I think it's on sale for like $7 or something. So
Oh, that's awesome.
way worth it.
That's a
really
steal.
Yeah, other than that, just
And you're not going anywhere, right?
yeah, we had planned on going somewhere, but the timing just wasn't good. Like we were gonna go see her grandma over the weekend,
Oh, that's right.
but honestly, her house was probably a little too crowded. Like we have to. It's hard to accommodate like that many people in a 3 or 4 bedroom house. So we're just gonna go see him, after New Year's, or maybe we'll go see him at New Year's when there's just not a lot of people.
That's
over there.
awesome.
There you go.
So-
It's an easy trip, right? It's not that.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's not that big a deal.
That makes
But
sense.
we are having her mother, or Krista's mom, in for the holidays, and she's coming over December 26th through the 1st.
That's cool.
And as I was telling Gabe, she said something about Lowe's, or going to Lowe's or something, so I think she's going to help us finish our last
Awesome.
few projects.
That'd be
Gotta
awesome.
love moms, man. That's amazing.
And if she's not, we can guilt trip her into doing it
Exactly.
by having her listen to this podcast.
Exactly.
Like, that's not what I
Yeah,
was planning on doing, but...
That's not going to happen.
Oh, my gosh.
Tilio.
Oh, yeah, Justin Timberlake.
Mm-mm.
It was stupid.
It was
It
good.
just doesn't make any sense. Like, how's he that good? Anyway, I don't want to go on and on about that. But
That band was tight, right?
Yes, and the band
The
sounds
band
incredible.
was
and,
incredible. They were so tight.
like, I'm really jealous because they're going to Vegas at the beginning of
Yeah.
January,
That's where
they're
they
doing-
tour, right?
2 days, and shooting a DVD.
Oh wow.
And I want to go to that because you're in Vegas, they're going to ramp it up.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh,
And they're
Wow.
probably going to do some more practical
Pyrotechnics.
jokes too, don't you think?
yeah,
It's the last
that's a
2
good
days
point.
of the tour, and they've been touring. For
I don't
for
know. They're
2 years.
they're doing a DVD though, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that might keep it a little straight. But
Yeah.
and then this weekend's really been like busy but not busy. We've been trying to chill because obviously I just got home last week, and so today marks like a week that I've been home off tour, and
Awesome.
and so we started painting. So you see like there's paint on my hands, and so that was the first thing on the honeydew list. So
Welcome
we're
back.
painting-
Here's your
painting-
roller.
Exactly, we're painting the whole house. And I
Wow.
think you guys,
Man.
you would have heard me say this a while ago, but halfway through painting the house, Jenny was like, we should do the kitchen. I was like-
no.
and then that's when the kitchen started.
Oh,
And
man.
so now we're actually painting, finishing up. And
Did I start the whole kitchen thing? Because
I don't know. I feel like I
think
was
had-
first.
He was first.
Okay,
yeah, we
that's
were
then
first.
you
You
bought
bought
the
the
It
house.
took forever, and then you
Then
bought
I
the house, and then you
Right.
started,
And then we did our kitchen. Yep.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah,
It's all your
exactly.
fault.
But you started. You did the painting the whole house thing.
That was a
while
couple years ago. Yeah, we actually did that, and
They painted
we
the
actually
whole
are
house.
going to end up doing that again, either probably this winter. I don't know. We'll see.
Really?
Yeah, because we're changing. Because now that the kitchen's done, the
Oh,
coloring
okay.
is off. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna. I don't mind it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I'll just take my sweet time on it. So
Exactly.
by next year, I'll probably have it done.
Exactly. So we're doing that. We're hosting Christmas. Jenny's dad's side we're hosting this year, so that's going to be crazy. We're setting up for that. It's like 20 people.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
I
So-
hope you have
Deep.
some air beds and stuff.
No, they're not sleeping over. They all live
Oh.
close.
Oh.
It's just that it's going to be a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they're coming over on New Year's, Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's I turn 33. I'll probably turn 33 as we're
You
doing
will
this
be turning
podcast
33.
in 15 minutes.
Awesome,
Yeah.
man.
And so just been getting gifts, wrapping stuff. Shot a thing for Jenny's blog yesterday about like how to perfectly wrap a gift.
Oh, that awesome. That was
Yeah.
you. I saw it on. I didn't
Oh, yeah.
watch the video, but they
Yeah,
mentioned
saw
it
it
on
on
Instagram, so I want to see
Yeah,
it.
loveandlion.com. We were going to do like a video, but we just ended up doing like a video through pictures, like slideshow. And
Oh,
music,
nice.
so
Okay.
It's a little boring, but it's up there. And that's pretty much it. Gaming wise,
Nothing.
I'm playing freaking Hearthstone, man.
Yes.
I don't know what's going
Yes.
on. Why I keep
They were
playing
supposed
this
to release
game.
it on iPhone, but they haven't yet.
No.
They did on tablets, on Android
Yeah,
tablets.
of course. Yeah.
And I'm just so mad that I'm playing.
Dude.
It's just such a time suck. Like I'm like, why am I
We're
playing
gonna
this?
talk more about Hearthstone
And
later on.
and then I got a game because of Ed Placencia told us Best Fiends. So I've been playing that, and then Detective Grimoire or something like that.
Grimoire.
Grimoire.
Yeah.
Sounds like Grimoire.
Good more.
It's kind of like a Myst meets a detective, just because it's slideshows is why I say Myst.
Oh, okay.
But it's good. You got to get clues to all the murder and all this stuff, so it makes you think. So that's been good. And my iPad, I've got only 2 pages worth of stuff. That's it. So
Nice.
I need to step up my iOS game still some more.
Awesome.
And that's it for you, boy.
That's amazing.
Router, you got something for us? You got a little something for
I
us?
got a little something for us.
Are we doing music or no? We shouldn't do music. Let's do it.
Really?
I'll just put it up there real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Please do that.
Like last year, I mean, last year it was like Gears of War, some expansion pack. This year, Resogun is now being released for Vita and PS3. Which
Okay.
Which
I hope it's cross-buy.
I hope so
Because
too.
I already have it. For
And that
the
was
PS4.
a free game.
That was a
That
free
was a
game
free
when you
game,
purchased
yeah.
the PS4, so now they released it to PS3, and I mean, people still love that game. Like I know
It's
a lot
fun.
of people who said it's just a lot of fun and
Yeah,
they have a
it's
good
fun.
time with it. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I didn't bother doing the charts because the charts haven't been updated since the week of December 6th.
Oh,
so
okay,
it's
yeah.
like, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
I'm calling it an audible.
People are
on that
buying
one.
stuff. We'll let you know next
yeah,
week.
We'll let you know next week how all that works because we'll have more chart information.
Oh,
Plus, it's Christmas.
gosh.
Everybody needs a break, and they're all running around anyway.
Exactly. Nobody's
Awesome.
even listening or watching.
That's
And people need to catch up on all those other free PS Plus games that we got. So I had
Yeah.
some time to play today,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, this Secret Ponchos game, the game we got for free this month.
Yeah,
how
Yeah,
was it?
I
How was
broke
it?
into that. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's like a third-person isometric deathmatch shooter. So it's kind of like
That's crazy.
almost like a third-person Call of Duty, but it's very skill-based.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
Huh.
you can only shoot a certain distance. You can actually see people on the screen while you're running around, but
You
you
gotta
can't
get close
actually.
to 'em.
Yeah, you got to get close to them, and you got to kind
Wow.
of dodge them and stuff. So it's a lot of fun to check out if you've got a couple hours to play it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But really, if you play it, I played it for an hour and a half, and I got the gist of it. I leveled up. I did.
And then you went
bunch
right
of
back to
stuff.
Far Cry.
Yeah, and then I'll be going back to Far Cry. Yeah. But
That's
it's a
awesome.
fun little game. So
Well, speaking of PS Plus, we might as well start there. Games with Gold has released what's coming out in January, or Major Nelson has released what's coming out in January 2015. MX vs. ATV Alive on the 360 will be available on the 1st through the 15th on the 360. And then The Witcher 2,
Ooh.
Assassins of Kings on the 360 will be available from the 16th through the 31st.
Wow.
And then D4, Dreams Don't Die for the Xbox One will be available for the whole month, 1st through the 31st. We don't completely know yet. We'll talk more about it next week because PlayStation doesn't really let you know until the week before.
Right.
But what we know so far about PS Plus is Infamous First Light, the DLC from Infamous
Yeah.
Second Son, where you play Fetch on the PS4. So I don't have to open mine.
No.
I never ended up opening
Ever.
it.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
I'll just keep it as a collector's
That, I would.
wow.
So that's going to be FREE?
That's gonna be free.
Sweet.
So
Thanks, Stancil.
Exactly.
I know you had everything to do with it.
You're like, my boys want to play it. Let's make it free for a month.
Let's throw them a ball.
Exactly. And then the Swapper, and will be on PS4, PS3, and Vita. And that's all we know so far for that.
Nice.
Halsifer.
So it's been announced that all the people who've been playing the Halo Master Chief Collection and
Yes.
all its woes and broken glory, everybody who played it from, I think they said November 12th until December 14th or December 19th. There's some cutoff
Right.
in there. Everybody who played during the I'm Broken period gets the Halo 3 ODST campaign for free. They've announced.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's cool.
Yeah, basically they
Yeah, give it
didn't
up.
they didn't really
Own
say that they
this.
were going to do that. Like they didn't say they were going to bring that campaign over
Mm.
because when they released the Master Chief Collection, everybody was like, "Well, where's the ODST
Right.
campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe they were holding it back to release it sometime later, or
For some
like
more
for
money.
for season
Or maybe they
pass.
thought it was broken and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna hold this back for a little bit."
Yeah.
We're gonna have to give him something.
Yeah, we
It's
gotta
gonna be
give him
terrible.
something.
This stuff's gonna be.
This is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, that was supposed to be in the first update, but they had to hold it back.
They're like, oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
So basically, yeah, it's coming free to everybody who experienced those problems, and they're getting a free month of Xbox Live. So,
That's
Oh, really?
yeah.
Man, give it up for Microsoft owning that and
That's
being like,
pretty
you know
good.
what, we screwed up and here you go. That's awesome. I'll take that.
Here's something we were already working on.
Here's something that was on the back burner in case.
I gotta say though, like the Master Chief Collection, for the price you pay, like is an extreme.
Yeah.
value. You get
Oh.
so
Can't
much
beat
game
that.
out of that.
I want to get that so bad. I was like,
You gotta tell me if the multiplayer is still broken when you get it.
yeah, I was flirting with that all over eBay the other day, and I ended up buying something else, and so, like, not even video game related, but it will be Married to the Games related, but
Nice.
not video game related. I wanted to announce, so, we got another run of shirts.
Ooh.
However,
Uh-oh.
the color was not the right color,
Again.
and the ink is not right. So we're gonna sell them at a discount.
Okay.
We're gonna
I
call
like
them the
that.
"Don't Look Close" Married to the Game shirts, or DLC
Nice. I love it.
Married to the
I
Game
love-
shirts. So
we have Married to the Games DLC.
yeah, regularly they're 20. These are gonna be 12.
Nice.
So
I love
Hey,
that.
if you get the season pass, you get all the games.
So
Nice,
we'll have Router put those up on
Yeah,
the
no
website.
problem.
You'll see the difference. They're just a little dark. It's not real bad. Like when you first look at them, you're like, "There's nothing wrong with those shirts." But I'm a perfectionist, and so when I picked them up from the place, I was like, "I can't sell these to my people like
Hey,
this."
buddy.
And I was like, "Hey, about that." And he was
Hey.
like, "All right."
That's a text message you never want to get.
That's
No.
the text
Hang
you
on,
don't want to
man.
get. Yeah.
So
Hey,
hey, buddy.
Dot.
Yeah.
You're like, so the DLC Married to the Game.
Nice.
shirts.
So it's just like real DLC. It's not that bad, you know.
It's not that bad.
It's not
Yeah,
that
bad.
exactly.
It's
But-
shorter.
But
It's shorter. It's not that
It's not
bad.
the full camp.
It's
One
not
of the-
as good
one of the
as
sleeves
full
is kind of
camp.
coming over here. It might have been sewn closed.
The neck's a little tighter.
It might come apart in the wash, but it's $8 cheaper.
That's right.
So percentage wise, it all works out.
Yeah, that all works out.
The PlayStation is now $329 at Walmart.
Ooh.
That's a discount
Wow.
without a game.
Okay.
So
Is that just until Christmas, I would assume?
I don't know how long it's going.
So
You know,
that's like
people-
no bundle. That's just PS4 straight up.
PS4 straight up $330
Hey, not
at
bad.
Walmart.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not as great a deal as the
Of
Xbox
course
deal,
not.
of course.
No.
But at least it sounds
Doing
like
something.
Yeah, it sounds like they're paying attention.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted. That's
Lord
what I
have
wanted to
mercy.
see.
But the Amazon bundle is a little bit better. Amazon bundle is the console, PlayStation camera, The Last of Us, and then your choice, The Last of Us Remastered,
Right.
and then your choice of Destiny, NBA 2K15, Far Cry, or Little Big Planet 3 for $440.
Far Cry.
Far Cry.
So do Far Cry, and you get Last of Us,
Man,
and you get
and
the
the-
PlayStation
Is it
camera.
the eye?
That's
Well,
pretty
it's
cool.
called the PlayStation camera for the PS4,
Right.
the eye for the 3. But
Man, that's good.
that's a
I'll
good
take
deal.
that.
I wish it would have been like still like $400 and been like just a great deal.
Yeah.
But $440, because you could argue that The Last of Us is worth only $40 now. You know what I'm saying?
Or a
It's been
little
out
less.
for a while, or
Even a little less.
It's
But the
been around for a
PlayStation
while.
camera is $60, solid $60.
Okay.
And then, you know, if you get Far Cry 4, that's fairly new. You can argue that that's worth $50.
Yep.
You know, so you are saving some money there. But, you know, however you want to slice it, go get you a PS4 or an Xbox One.
Yeah, man.
That's a significant savings.
Come on. That's significant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's good
Yeah,
enough.
I'll
Yeah, I
take
mean,
that.
I think I paid like $360 for mine 'cause I had a coupon. So
Mhm.
Nice.
Exactly.
yeah, and that was on the off season. So I
Yeah.
mean, now you're getting the best deals. So
When I was out, I did stop at Best Buy. I saw a couple people with some PS4s walking out that door.
Really?
Yeah, quite a few actually. Because I was just like looking and seeing, man, the Xbox deal still looks great.
It is.
And I'm thinking like everyone's like, they didn't have an front and center end cap for it like they did around Black Friday.
Mhm.
They had like Xbox, PS4 right there.
Mhm.
So it wasn't right in front, but back by the video games, there was a lot more. And as I'm looking and looking around, I still see a lot of PS4s going. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I love this though, man. This healthy competition is great. It's just
And they're selling better than any generation ever has.
Yeah.
yeah.
And speaking of that, not to stay so heavy on PlayStation, is the last thing I'll say about PlayStation.
Right.
It's finally launching in China on the 11th of January.
Ooh,
So remember we talked about the Xbox One, the Wii already being out. And I think they actually got delayed a week, but I think that was back in September, October. And the PlayStation 4 is finally coming to China.
That's so crazy. It's finally being launched in the country it's made in. Like if you think about it, that's kind of weird.
It's
They're just
very
like,
true.
I want to
putting
see
it in the
all
truck
the
and
people
going
at
down
the
street.
factory like just watching it leave.
Right, like,
For the last
wait,
year.
Wait.
I'd love for you to stay. I'd love for you to stay. Don't go. I'd love for you to stay.
It's been emotional. As it goes by.
I mean, I could be wrong. They could be making those in Brazil because I know they have a facility over there, but I
That's
don't know
true.
which one they're making. In
we can get our boy
Maybe
Lucas
both.
Swisher to find
Yeah, I
out.
know. Lucas Hammer, Mighty Paolo.
Yeah, the mighty Paolo.
And wherever it's being made, we can get Stancil to change it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He has that
he
control.
controls
Right?
it.
He's got the power.
He said, "We're shutting down that movie, darn it."
Yeah. That was really Stancil.
That was Stancil behind the whole thing.
Oh.
Seth Rogen dreams of Stancil at night. No, freaking Stancil.
I love it. That's good.
Paul, you got anything else? You want me to keep going?
Minecraft. So, seems like they're finally going to be making a game that we're going to play, right?
Are we?
Are we
Are
going
we?
to play that?
I might be.
I'm intrigued.
Are we
intrigued.
really-
Telltale
Yeah,
Yeah.
is doing Minecraft.
I think it's going to be
I
interesting.
don't know.
The story mode. Is that what it's called?
Minecraft story mode.
I don't know.
Right
man.
when they announced that, everybody on our Twitter was like, "Yeah, you're playing this."
Yeah.
It was just like notification after notification.
Yeah, we got hit
Hey,
hard.
hey dudes.
Yeah.
We're gonna get hit
Hey
hard
dudes,
with
hey
that.
dudes.
When that game comes out, I mean, we have to play it because everybody's like,
guess.
"Come on, guys."
I
I still gotta
know.
play Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah, me too. I haven't even gotten to crack into that.
That's
Like, I haven't
PS3
bought it.
though,
Yeah,
right?
that's 3, and so is Game of Thrones, isn't
Oh,
it?
Tales from the Borderlands didn't come to PS4.
I don't think so yet. They'll probably bring it later. I don't know.
No, I'm
I
pretty
have
sure.
no idea.
Pretty sure it did.
Is it already
I
on
haven't
there?
gotten to. It's the thing is when they bring out new games, and I hate this. Like, this is why I loved the old Xbox layout. So you guys don't know because you didn't get a 360 at
Right.
launch, but they had this layout called the Blades, and it made it really easy to see
Oh,
what
yeah.
was new,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the new
yeah.
games. Every store iteration since like Microsoft Switch, since Sony Switch, like every store iteration they've ever had has made it hard to figure out what's new.
Yeah.
Why is
I
that?
don't
I don't-
understand that.
I
at
don't
all.
understand
I
that.
feel like when I'm
at
on
all.
the PlayStation Store, and especially in my browser. Well, no, not in the browser, on the console.
Yeah.
I feel like if I want to just go to the free PS Plus games, it takes forever to find.
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
like,
just scroll
where
down.
are these things?
It's convoluted.
Even to
Are they
redeem
at
all
the
your
very bottom?
Even to redeem all your codes, it's usually at the,
At the very bottom. What the heck?
I don't get it at all. Like they need to fix that.
And I don't love the
what's new
interface of Xbox
section.
One either, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I mean they're both kind of.
It's all right.
If you would have seen the Blades, I mean, like I know that.
No,
they're-
I remember the Blades.
Yo, you do
Just from buddies having the
yeah,
360.
it was very simplistic and it made it very easy. And I know there's people listening in the car or watching at home or whatever that are going, yeah, Blades. You know, 'cause it was just easy.
Yeah.
You know,
Wesley
simple.
Snipes.
Keep it simple.
keep it simple. Keep it simple, but you know, with the PS3, like the XMB was great, but it was almost too simple, and then the store was just a completely different animal.
Yeah,
which was
The store
weird.
was awful. It was
It was
done by
good.
monkeys.
It was very confusing. Like when because that's
And slow.
because that's when I first started, and I could go to the store. I'm like, whoa, where am I going? Like, I didn't even know where to go half the time.
It's
That's
like
how
they
it
don't
still
want you to
feels.
spend any money
No.
or something.
No.
Like keep a clean interface. Put
Golly.
the new releases right where they need to be.
What is
right
so
up
hard
front.
about that?
I don't get it.
I don't know.
We really should be running this.
There was a time where Amazon had almost all of the PlayStation Network games like on their website and was selling digital codes for them, and I bought all my games through that.
From that, because it was so much easier.
It was so easy.
Yeah.
And it would show me what was new and all that stuff, and I was just like, buy,
Yep.
code,
Done.
done.
Yep.
Don't
Right.
even have to go to the store.
Ugh.
Man.
So, speaking of Minecraft, this is a hilarious story, I thought. So, Marcus Persson, or Notch, the creator of Minecraft, was in a little bidding war
Ooh.
for a house
Oh.
in Beverly Hills.
Yes.
And who was he bidding against? None other than the king and queen, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yes.
And so I think a lot of people know this story already, but if you're not in the news as much as we listen to the news or on Twitter as much, they were bidding on a house and Notch won it for $70 million. Come on down. Anyway, so according to Curbed, which is a Los Angeles neighborhoods and real estate blog, this is what they said about the house. It's outfitted with a candy room, a car showroom, vodka and tequila bars, a 54-foot curved glass door that opens onto the pool, 8 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, apartment-sized closets, and a movie theater.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
It says even the listing called it an overwhelming sensory experience.
And there's a shark in there somewhere too, I'm sure. There's got to be a leopard shark somewhere, please.
So
my God.
good on you, Notch, for outbidding the king and
Sasha.
queen.
That's just too much stuff.
That's LA.
Right?
I'm sorry.
That's LA.
15 bathrooms, that's a lot of pooping.
That's a lot.
Exactly. Well, if you clog one, you can just
Those pipes
shut
are like,
it off.
oh, Lord.
You could just close it off, put caution tape around it, go to the next one. Never have to use it again. Ever.
Holy. 8 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms.
That's insane.
I don't know what the square footage is, but, and then of course, users in Minecraft built his house.
Nice.
So it's humongous. You got to go look at the pictures. It's a beautiful house.
I bet.
Of course. $70 million is a lot of
where is
money.
that?
Beverly Hills.
In Bev, of course.
Well, when he sold, the company, he made out with how much? At least $1 billion. Right?
Billion.
Yeah, 2.4 or something like that.
Something billion.
I don't remember how much you got. A lot.
imagine
Enough to
that?
buy a $70 million
Of
home.
course.
Goodness gracious.
Ugh.
You need a minute?
Oh, gosh.
Here.
Just
vomit in this.
It's just so crazy. Like, I'm just.
That's
when I
stupid.
saw
You know
the
what that is?
story-
That's stupid money.
That's like,
It's beyond stupid money.
I just don't understand why you need a $70 million home.
Well, he is retired now, right?
I guess,
Pretty
but
much.
and then what do you just like chill in there and like watch your house cleaner like clean up?
I don't know, man.
Like, thank
This
you,
will be game.
thank you,
The little
appreciate that.
vacuum robot goes by.
Exactly.
That's
Maybe
it.
Bumps
he'll,
into the
maybe he'll,
couch.
he'll convert it to be like a spaceship or something, so he can just like
I mean,
fly every now and then.
I don't know.
like there's gonna be bathrooms that he'll never use in that house.
Nope.
15 bathrooms.
That's insane. Yeah, it's stupid money.
Maybe it's like a bathroom with stalls or something, so it's like
That's
15
just how they
toilets.
count them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh my gosh, freaking.
Hey,
like,
you know what?
communal shower.
Kudos
Yeah.
to him for making an 8-bit game, selling it, then turning it around and making $2.4 billion and getting a $70 million.
And outbidding Jay-Z and
And
Beyonce,
outbidding Jay-Z and Beyonce. Are you kidding me?
who just met the prince and princess
That's right.
of Wales.
Yeah,
That's
but you know they were bidding on that like for fun. It was like on eBay or something where they're like, oh, set it at 70 million.
like
60,
For-
69.8.
They're like the computer going like
69.8
this.
for a
Watch
top
this.
10.
Exactly. They just not get it up for Notch.
Yeah, Mojang Nachi just said a little snipe thing.
Yeah.
Snipe it at the end. Get it at the
That's
end.
awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I win.
I win.
I win.
At life.
Yeah.
Thanks for working so hard, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Should have gotten to video games.
That's right.
You got anything else? I got one last one.
I talked briefly about the iOS sales because I thought they were really cool. The Square Enix stuff is all half off right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
wow.
the
Which is
2K
still expensive.
yeah, it's still
Is
very
it
Square
expensive.
Enix, they do sales. I don't know why they think so highly of themselves.
Because
That
they do.
everything else on
Because people
iOS
pay.
is like $3. Their games at regular price are $15.
Oof-ah.
Yeah.
15. And so when they're on sale, they're 8.
$15.99.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You gotta
8
throw
and
little
that.
extra.
7 and 6. You're like I wanted to go. I was gonna see if because didn't they bring Final Fantasy 6 to iOS?
Oh, it's there. It's
And
$7.99 right now.
And 6 is another one that people say is one of the best Final Fantasies.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
so I was gonna get it, but I was like, I ain't giving you $7 for that doggone game. So I might still. I don't know. Turns out we'll have to see what kind of gift certificates I get.
There you go.
Yeah,
Go for that.
there you go.
Speaking of which, happy birthday, brother.
Hey,
I
1205.
got my Dragon Ball. The night that game was born. I got my Dragon Ball. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
man.
thank you, brother.
That's
Appreciate
awesome.
that. 33, Bishops.
Yes.
Hmm.
There it is.
Yes.
Oh no, you're almost halfway through.
Oh, great. So you say I'm living to 66 and that's it?
You know what I said earlier about jack of all trades and having a heart attack? And
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Golly.
Life talk.
Yeah, exactly. Live talk. Real talk.
Hashtag
Real
talk.
Hashtag real talk. So Square Enix, is there any other sales that are of note?
There's the 2K game sale, which is a couple other titles. Like I said, for half off. XCOM. Just get XCOM. It's worth it.
I know. Bloons TD 5, which I love. Bloons Tower Defense is down to 9. Hitman Go, 99 cents. Hitman Go's down to 99 cents. Amazing Spider-Man down to 99 cents. These are just some games I always set to tell me.
Oh, that's good.
Infinity Blade 3
Ooh.
down to 99 cents from $7.
Wow, okay.
Is that
Get
worth
that.
it if you play 2? Like, is it
You know what's funny? I haven't played it
like
yet.
is it similar? Or
Yeah,
so
same
2
thing.
is very much like a roguelike. 3 is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I would imagine. I haven't played it yet.
Okay, I haven't. Either.
Final Fantasy IV, the After Years, is $8. Chaos Rings is $5. Final Fantasy Tactics, $8. Final Fantasy
That's
3,
totally worth it.
$8. Final Fantasy, let's see, Voice Fantasy, I don't know what that is. That's free.
Some of the Final Fantasy games they did put a little work into.
So which ones are worth it?
So 4, they did like the full remastering. They did the the 3D view. It's basically the DS
really?
version.
Okay.
Yeah, and then with Final Fantasy Tactics, that's a completely redone version of the first game.
Is that a good one?
I would say that's probably
My buddy
the
played
definitive
Tactics.
version of the game, probably. So
Really?
yeah, of Tactics.
No, but what I'm saying is Tactics.
It's a different kind of game.
No, I know that, but is it great?
I mean,
Did you play it?
I enjoyed it when I was a kid. So
One of my
I've
buddies
only
played
played
it
the PlayStation version, so I'd like to pick up the new one. But I've heard everything. Like it's just a newer, refreshed version of that game.
Well, it is $8, my brother. Dragon Quest 8 is $13.
Oof.
Down from 20.
Wow!
Down from 20.
Down
Wow.
from 20. I just can't bring myself
I
to
can't
spend
do
that on
that.
an app.
No.
Ooh, it hurts. Hurts me in my soul. All right.
Oh, I wanted to bring that up real quick. There was somebody who.
About my soul hurting?
Well, you know,
Real
we
nice.
do have
Real
time to
nice.
talk about that.
We'll talk about it.
I wanted to bring up something about that real quick because I saw, and I don't know if it's going to get overlooked accidentally, but we had a question on our Twitter about, hey, why do they ESRB rate
Oh, yeah. that
regular
was on
games
here.
and console games,
That
but
was
they
on
don't
here.
ESRB rate apps?
Yeah, that
Because
was from
most of them
Jared
sell
Orr.
for 99 cents. The ESRB rating, it costs like $900 to $1,000 to get that done.
No way.
So if you're talking about a small app developer that's making a 99-cent game, they're like, that's just not in their budget.
Yeah, that
Really?
was, by the way, that was Jared Orr, and he wrote, "Why do you think console games are rated by the ESRB, but mobile games aren't?"
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because we were
That's great.
basically on that. Like, everybody wants to pay 99 cents for an app. I wait for most of the apps to be 99 cents.
Right.
Ah.
So it's more of it costs money to do that. I don't
Costs
know if
money.
it's an every year thing or what.
Yeah.
But I know it costs at least like 900 to 1,000 just to get started.
Wow.
So on that process.
That's crazy.
And if Apple were to ever require it, you would see a lot of those smaller developers just drop
Just
out.
stop
right,
doing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stop doing it.
Because some of them don't know that they're going to make $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
the App Store is so flooded. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
with
saturated
with
right
Wii,
now.
like people wondered why people stopped releasing virtual console titles, but it was because Nintendo required them to ESRB rate all of those games.
Mm.
So if you were throwing
Wow.
something out there to the Wii marketplace and you're like, man, I don't know how much we're going to sell this. Yeah,
It
they
seems
didn't
like
wanna have to pay
$900
money.
in the grand scheme isn't
Isn't-
that much money,
yeah.
but maybe it's
Maybe it's 9,000.
Right,
It's
yeah,
nine.
yeah,
It
no
could
idea
be-
what you're saying.
could be 9 blank.
It's
It could be
nine.
9 million. I don't know.
It's a quarter.
It's 9 something.
9 something.
That's funny. Michael Vick, the backup quarterback for the Jets, used to play for the Eagles, used to play for the Falcons.
Falcons and the Vikings.
Dog lover. He says that he's a big video game guy,
Nice.
and he says
Oh man, why is he bringing us down?
he says when he plays Madden, he plays as Tom Brady.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
that was
awesome.
great. He said he likes playing with a passing quarterback.
That's
And so
awesome.
he plays with Tom Brady. And he also said that his favorite Christmas memory, one of his favorite Christmas memories, was getting his first Nintendo.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, Nice.
Nice.
We got a little gamer, Michael Vick. I've always, for some reason, even through his whole dog
I'm
situation,
right there with you.
for some reason, I always cheered for Michael Vick. I don't know
did
why.
too. I did too.
I don't know why. I
right
just
there with
always
you.
kind of liked him.
Yeah,
I have no
liked
idea.
him a lot too.
No reason to.
Dogs everywhere are just barking and
Yeah, exactly.
They're all growling at you right now.
My gosh, cats are like, yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Vick.
He's the best.
Exactly. As they box something.
Right, or just do this.
Cats are crazy.
Dude, my cat, like, if there is a straw in the house somewhere, like
Like
somebody,
like a
like
drinking
somebody
straw?
took a drink and like he will seek that thing out
Nice.
throughout the entire house,
Really?
take it out and play with it for
You're kidding.
ever.
I don't know that I knew you had a cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've known. I've mentioned him.
You've had.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
have
think
one
I-
or two.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
But two dogs.
One is all I can handle.
Yeah.
on cats.
No, that's right.
Two
My
dogs,
wife
though.
hates cats.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
She says they're too sneaky.
Ugh.
You don't ever know
Yeah,
what
they
they're
are.
thinking.
They are pretty sneaky.
Yeah, you really don't know what they're thinking.
But my cat is much like a dog. He lives with two dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Peace
Router
outside. Peace outside.
hates him for a different reason.
Because I'm allergic to them. Shocker. Oh, hey, there's some good news. I don't have to do my shots on a weekly basis anymore. I've upgraded
What?
every
You've leveled up.
Experience points.
I've leveled up, so every 2 weeks now I have to go. I went and
That's
saw my
not bad.
allergist, and he was like, hey, you're on the right track. Everything's looking good. We can cut you back to once every 2 weeks.
You're going to be behind on your television shows.
I will. That's a problem. I kind of stressed a little bit about that.
That's
So-
funny.
But yeah, it was good.
You out?
Yeah.
Y'all know you're out. So every week we ask you guys a question. This last week was no different. We asked you guys what was your most disappointing game of 2014. I was really interested in some of these answers. Our boy Ed Placencia
Yes.
said Telltale's Game of Thrones. I was so bored and uninterested, I couldn't even finish it. And yes, I'm a fan of the show.
Oh, good.
It
I wanted
hurts-
to hear from a fan of the show
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, he texted me that too.
He said it hurts my heart to think about how much I was let down. Maybe they should stop with the adaptations of Hollywood, i.e. their Back to the Future debacle, because that wasn't good either, and just stick to adapting graphic novels. Game of Thrones was a graphic novel. I mean, it wasn't graphic, but it was a novel. That's graphic.
Right, it's very graphic.
Oh, and a little turn for it. Let's see. Devin Tyus. He says, tough question. I'm really picky with my games, and honestly, I wasn't disappointed with any of them because they're all exactly what I thought they would be. I guess maybe Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes for some reason. I've only played it once and just came away from it like, eh. I like this answer. Tixta over the forum just said, I didn't play that many new games this year. Can't be disappointed
Nope,
if you didn't play them.
that's right.
I got to be honest. Like this year was, though there were some good games that came
Mhm.
out. I mean, this is kind of, they're gearing up for.
Is it the year?
They're
Right.
gearing up for a great 2015
Mhm.
because these games have been in the works now for about the development cycle they need to be to go ahead and make a big launch in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This year was a year of meh games. You know.
well,
It's
and
kinda-
you could
yeah.
see through the games, like with Destiny, the PS4 version wasn't that much better looking than the PS3 version.
Right,
So it was
right.
like you could tell they had to hold back.
I do have a change because you had asked this question last episode at the end, and I had said Destiny and Assassin's Creed Unity, and I forget. I went and looked, and a lot of people reminded me Watch Dogs was a disappointment too because
That's
as
crazy.
much
You
as
guys
I-
didn't play it that long. Either.
as much
It
as
didn't
I
seem
yeah,
like
I
it.
mean,
Beat it and was done with it.
Yeah.
I put in some good time in it. But after a while, you're just kind of like going through the motions, and I'm with them. I'm like, yeah, I totally forgot about Watch Dogs, and that was disappointing because that was delayed too.
Mhm.
I had that pre-order all ready to go too,
Right.
and that got delayed.
Here's Lane Storm over at the forum. He said the most disappointing game of the year for me was Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
Really?
They only destroyed the competition each week by less than 1 million units. I was expecting an annihilation. Just kidding. Those games are totally amazing in every respect. But my biggest disappointments were multiplayer, Halo, server issues.
Mhm.
Single player, Destiny, boring. Overall, AC Unity, everything.
Wow, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Definitely see that.
I hate saying that Destiny is boring. Like to comment on his thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you can see that they put money into that
Oh,
game.
man. They put
They
a lot
put
of money.
something. Yeah.
But you know what?
doing
I think
something.
they set the precedent for what multiplayer should be, though, in my opinion, because
I agree with
because
that.
you know we've said this before. The beta was a great tester for them. I'm glad they released the beta because they were able to fix a lot of issues. Yes, there were still points where it was broken. Most of my experience with it was flawless. Like barely any issues, early connection issues.
Yeah.
If anything, Bungie can come away with, we set up a good infrastructure for multiplayer that's going to be stable and I think is going to be able to expand that franchise way more. So I'm excited for what they're coming. They're definitely my
They
radar.
should have
now.
came out with more from the get-go.
Yeah, I think
Let's
so.
feel
I think the single player campaign, you're going back to a lot of the same places.
I know.
In an open world like that, that's ludicrous. There's no reason to do that.
Well, and people had made that comparison to Borderlands, which was a huge mistake because there's just not enough loot crawl for it to be a Borderlands.
Oh, not yet. You're
Or be
absolutely right.
considered.
I mean,
like
Borderlands had some place where you go back to some places, but that world was way more expansive than Destiny was.
And
Really?
I thought so.
Well, you didn't have to go to a ship every time you went somewhere else. Like, it was very short
You're
loading
all
times.
there,
I mean,
yeah.
it was quick.
Over on Twitter, Manny Mora. A lot of people said this on Twitter at Manny M1732 Destiny.
Wow.
Robbie Suave at Robbie Suave. Yeah. Easiest question ever. Destiny.
Wow. See, you weren't going to get crucified for saying that last weekend.
Nathan Evans at Nader's Watch Dogs. Story didn't seem to make much sense, and with the delay, I guess I expected a bit more from Ubisoft. Ryan Hillis said Watch Dogs.
Yep.
Cody Herb said Destiny. Dougie Wish at Doggy Wish. Latest Yoshi 3DS. Didn't like that one. Mr. Bojangles at Mr_Bojangles KY. Watch Dogs. Dave Strang. Watch Dogs.
Wow.
Ronan. Destiny. Aaron Bonner at Techno Rosen. Murdered. Sole suspect.
Yeah, you said that last week.
Yeah, I wanted to love it, but everything about it was a train wreck. Speaking of which, a ghost train? Really? So,
Ghostbusters.
there it was.
That's a trip.
Hey, Ghostbusters, they're starting to cast that thing. It's looking like all ladies.
Okay.
Well,
shall we?
Y'all know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games. Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Come to the website, marriedtothegames.com. Come check out the shirts, the DLC shirts. We got some regular shirts, and we got the DLC shirts. Don't look close shirts.
Season pass.
Come pick those up at a discount. And YouTube.com/Married to the Games is where this video will be at. If you want to come watch us talking. Let's get into some questions.
All right. Rate us on iTunes because we can't afford to pay for the ESRB to rate it.
Hey!
Good one.
Sorry, I didn't throw it to you.
That's
Gosh,
all good.
I'm the worst.
That's awful. You're out of here.
I know.
See ya.
See ya. All
Happy
right.
birthday.
Yeah,
See you
appreciate
later,
it. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
I compiled some stuff from this week and last week, so I know we didn't get to all the questions last
Yeah.
week. Let's start with Facebook. Quietly A. Cox. I hope I'm saying your name right. Guys, on last week's show, you talked about not going back to your PS3. My question is about saved files on my PS3. I have a PS4 now, but my save choices for Telltale games like The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us are saved on my PS3.
Mm-hmm.
When the new season comes out on those games for PS4, will I be able to pull up my past save choices from my PS3?
I hope so.
I think so.
I think only if you have. I don't know if this is right, but like, say you played season 1 on PS3 and then got it on PS4, and maybe that brings the save over, then you have it.
Okay.
I don't know if season 2 will bring PS3's season 1 save over. I don't know.
Well, yeah, on the PS3 it did. Well, look, on the PS3, season 2 and season 1 all worked fine.
But what I'm saying,
That's a very good question. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find that out.
I think if you have the same season on both, that'll bring it over. But I don't know if the new one will.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to
wrong about that.
They should really do the Mass Effect thing where basically they were like, what would you choose? Like, so you can go through and kind of give it all your decisions that you made. So like with Mass Effect 2, when they brought it to PS3, didn't have Mass Effect 1, and they
Right.
were working out the licensing stuff. So basically, they told you the story of 1, and
And
then
it
they
was
said,
a
well, what would
questionnaire
you
at the
do?
end?
Yeah, it was like a
Oh,
question.
okay.
Interesting.
That's cool.
But if you played Mass Effect 1 on Xbox and you were now playing Mass Effect 3 on or Mass Effect 2 on
PS3.
PS3, you could basically do your decisions the way you did them.
Right.
And then
But it
come
didn't
out.
bring it over. And that's another thing I'm wondering. Number one, we don't know the answer.
Right.
But
Bottom line is we don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think it would, because they're not cross-buy. I wonder how.
How's that going to work?
You know what I mean?
It
Because
should
sometimes with
have been
cross-buy,
cross-buy.
it should have been number
Yeah,
one.
right.
But
That
with
would've been
cross-buy
great.
games, they're already set up to where they can read both. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But like, so if I bring, if I play Resogun, I'll probably be able to bring my thing over to the Vita.
Probably, yeah. One would hope.
Right. And I think when I did Guacamelee, it worked that way too, where the save file could be read by
Nice.
both consoles. But man, I don't know about that one.
I don't know either. So that was a great question, Quiley. Thank you. Josh Benson, first, thanks for a great year of gaming news while I was feeding, burping, and changing diapers.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. You guys should consider selling baby onesies with all the dads listening in. It's a great idea, actually. Love that
I think we
idea.
talked about that at one point.
Yeah, I
We
think
just
we
never
need,
did it.
we need
yet.
to do that
That's
at some
funny.
point. Question, with this year's caption being overhyped to delayed buggy games, what do you see for next year?
Did you say Bungie game?
Buggy.
Oh, Buggy.
Buggy
game. I
I
say
was saying like
I
this
say it
thing.
will be the year of a year of huge indie game success, even one that makes a major breakthrough to mainstream. Anyways, thanks for the show. I can barely play, but I can always listen and wish.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the baby, Josh. It's awesome. And yeah, keep feeding and burping and changing those diapers.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, it lasts.
They can't do it.
And you get to do it all over again.
Yeah, I'm about to
Pretty
start
soon.
it back up
You
here.
better get your chops up. Okay, so being overhyped, delayed bug games, what do you see for next year? With this year being...
I think we'll see more of the same.
I think so too.
I think it's not till we're into it a year, but I think it's going to take 2 years before they're like, I don't know, like we talked about before, if you have the option to put out subpar and patch it, they'll put it out subpar and patch it.
But it doesn't help certain games though, because you look at Destiny and it was like a pretty solid game from the get-go. There wasn't a lot of bugs or anything, but that didn't help it. Yeah, whereas there are buggy games, like for instance,
Halo.
When I got XCOM, not day and day, but pretty close to day and day, and it was pretty buggy. It was like a little weird.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop me from loving the game.
Right.
So I just kind of made do with those bugs. Now the Halo game was a little bit different, and the reason I thought you'd said Bungie. Because when you're reading
Slip,
something
maybe.
and you see a word and you just misread it.
Yeah.
Like I thought you'd said that because I was thinking about the Halo game, but that's actually 343.
The 343,
Yeah.
not Bungie
Yeah.
anymore.
So I mean, that is inexcusable because all of a sudden you can't use the mode, like you can't do the matchmaking and stuff like that.
Right.
If there's like bugs like for instance in XCOM, it was my guy shoots through a wall and it messes everything up. Like that was like, oh okay, I'll restart the mission. Whatever.
Right.
And it gives you the chance to re-strategize.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was like a minor inconvenience. It was the same thing when they brought it to iOS. Like it was buggy as
I
crap.
remember you saying it was barely playable.
Yeah, but it was still a lot of fun. I kind of worked around the bugs. I think we're going to get more of the same. But I think this year's problem is that we saw really big marketing budgets to say this game is going to be BA, you're going to love it,
Huge.
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
And you know what's
then it
funny?
came out and everybody was like, meh.
I think this year was the year of Ubisoft because it was ultra hype for all these Ubisoft games, and a lot of them were disappointments, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Far Cry 4 probably had the smallest marketing budget.
And probably it's going to grow
was the best
most.
game,
And it
yeah.
is the best game.
So,
So it's interesting that I think we're going to see more of that. I'd like to just see like a market correction this next year where they're going to look at their sales figures and be like, okay, we spend way too much money on this game that brought us nothing.
Mhm.
Let's tone that back and really focus our efforts on the games that people are going to enjoy more.
well, and do you feel like with Assassin's Creed they need to kind of take a year off and kind of get some direction?
I think so. I think they're
You're the
They're
best
not gonna-
person to
they're
ask
not
because you
going,
play them all.
Yeah, I play them all. Yeah, that game. When I think of Assassin's Creed Unity, I think of being overwhelmed. That's all I think about, and it shouldn't be that way for a
Yeah.
game. Like it was still cool. I loved the time period. Everything graphically looked great. I still didn't like some of the free run, but it was just, it wasn't coming from Black Flag, which was just
So good.
freaking great. That was a great game. I couldn't wait to get up in the morning and play that game. I couldn't, like this one, I was like, yeah, I'll keep going. Like, I wanted it to be
Yeah.
more than I thought it was going to be, and it just wasn't. And it was just overwhelming. Now, for Far Cry 4, totally opposite reaction. I'm like, ready to go. Let's do this. I will go everywhere. I've bought all the maps. I have gotten most of the signature weapons already. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just collecting. Like, it's
Should I buy the maps instead of like taking all the towers? 'Cause
Buy
if
the
you buy
maps.
the maps, yeah.
If you have the money, and there's a ton of money
I
to
have-
be had,
I
I
have
bought all the maps
so-
before even advancing to like the next little area. When I was in South Korea,
Mhm.
like I had gotten enough money where I could just buy them all.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm curious. This next year, I hope we'll see less bugs. Like I'm hoping that the Order doesn't have a whole lot of stuff going on.
Come on, Order.
I'm hoping that Halo 5 doesn't have a lot of stuff. Like I would like to see developers tighten up the reins a little bit, make it where it needs to be. I think they can learn a lot from this past year. Now that we're in a full year of
Yeah.
next gen, so it'll be interesting. I don't know. We'll see.
I think too, like anytime an indie game can break through the ceiling, I love that.
Yeah.
I think it's harder than we think.
Do you think No Man's Sky is going to be that game?
No,
I don't think so either. I really don't.
I
I
don't think so.
I'm with
It's
you.
gonna be hard to say because it's like hit songs. Like you don't know why certain songs become hits.
Right.
And so it's not till people get it. I mean, there's no way that the Minecraft people knew that it would take off like that when they
No.
released it on PC.
No.
You know what I mean? Like when they're like, "Oh, we'll put this thing out," and then for it to catch fire the way it did. Oh my gosh! I mean, that's insane. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
No, I'm with you.
I think part of a game, like a game's appeal or mass consumption too, has to do with the platform it's on. So,
Yeah.
for instance,
Yeah.
I was more forgiving with XCOM on iOS because that was like a waste
On iOS.
time game.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. If I'm sitting at a console, I expect a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Out of the playability of the games.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good question.
it was like Hearthstone too. When Hearthstone would crash, I'd be like, "Well, this is a
I can
little
move on to
time
something
waster.
else."
I can move on." to
Yeah,
something else."
exactly.
Moving on to Twitter at Chase Plays Games. Favorite flavor of Pringles?
Original.
Dude, original all the way.
Original.
No, I'd probably go with sour cream. And
That
onion.
is a good one, but I still go with the original.
Yeah.
My
So I
mom
want- I want some
ate
right
sour
now.
cream and onion out of our house. It was amazing. At Indio Techno, what's the worst Christmas song ever? The Chipmunks. It's got to be anything. I cannot stand the Chipmunks. I cannot stand just like I don't like monkeys. I
Yeah, you don't
the
like chipmunks?
I don't like the Chipmunks.
We heard this song by Wilson Phillips, and I think it's the first time I've heard it. The one where they're like, "Hey Santa."
No, I haven't heard that.
Gosh, it's terrible.
But that sounds horrible.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
terrible.
Oh, is that
I
Santa Baby?
No, it's just like this song that they wrote. I think. Just
Oh.
like, "Hey Santa."
I
I mean,
should-
they didn't write it.
I Shazammed a
Too
song the other day.
Because it was horrible.
That was awful. Christmas with a capital C by Go Fish.
Oh.
We went and saw the light spectacle.
Oh, good. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the name? Oh.
It was
It's-
all Trans-Siberian Orchestra anyway.
It's so
Yeah, it's bad.
bad. Christmas with a capital C.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Go Fish.
that's it.
Sorry, guys.
Uh,
Go Fish.
Exactly. Oh, shit.
Ed Placencia raises a very good question. Did Minecraft spend the most time on the top 10 list of 14, and for that reason, should it be Game of the Year?
Well, Call of Duty games spend most of the time on
That's
top
true.
10 too, and it doesn't make them.
I mean, I think when
That's
it initially comes out, it becomes Game of the Year, but it can't continue. Like, we could all say Last of Us is still a Game of the Year, but
Yeah, because Minecraft was it's a couple years old. Yeah.
But I will say, to add to his point, like Minecraft is, as far as like an it game, I would consider that like the it game right now, as far as a generational,
Yeah.
masterpiece.
Like I feel like you
everybody
talk to
loves
6-year-olds,
it.
you talk to 50-year-olds that
Yeah.
are playing with their 6-year-olds.
Well, it's kind of like when like people are like, well, "What's the best iOS game? Candy Crush or Candy Crush
Right,
Saga,
yeah,
or
right,
Soda
yeah,
Saga
yeah.
or something."
Yeah.
Like just a lot of people play it, a lot of people can enjoy it. So, I think for the core gamer, no. For the every gamer, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arctic Warlocks. Holiday travel is ahead of many of us, so please drive safely, everyone. And by the way, our game of the year that I played would be Far Cry. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you, Arctic Warlocks, for that transportation
What is-
safety
I know,
announcement.
exactly.
No, that's awesome.
Thanks for keeping
Everybody,
us safe.
everybody, stay safe out there as you are traveling. If you are traveling.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your guys' game of the year?
Oh, we get
We
into
didn't-
that now? Do we want to
talk
do that?
about that?
I mean, if he brought it up,
He brought it up. We might as well.
Oh, he mentioned his was
Yeah.
Far Cry.
Far Cry, what's yours?
I was thinking it would be Far Cry, but
Top
there's
three. Let's
not.
do top three games.
That's what we did last year, huh?
Yeah, I think we
We did
I think
top
we
five.
Yeah, we did top five.
Well, I mean, Far Cry would be in there for me. I'm not going to rank them in order, but Far Cry would be in there for me. However, it would probably be at the bottom just because there was new and different stuff in
but it
like,
wasn't all
4
that
versus-
different than.
Yeah, it wasn't an
Mm.
extreme change. I do like the auto drive feature. That's
Oh, it's
freaking
great.
awesome.
You said that's awesome.
That is
Yeah.
great.
The copters, that's freaking
The
awesome.
buzzer
You
is
get-
my
you get-
favorite
yeah,
thing,
you
man.
get
Oh.
you get to the places you need to go fast.
Oh, yeah.
So I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to think of the elephants, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And, like new things I enjoyed. My game of the year, though, and I think we're kind of in a unique position because we rate our games of the year based on like what we have time to play,
And what we
what we focus
Right.
on,
Yeah,
all that stuff. You know, this year for me was a big year because we started a business, we bought a house, like we did a lot
Right,
of
you
big
guys did.
We had a lot of
milestone
life.
You guys
crap.
had some
Life of the year.
grown
stuff
folk
going on.
stuff
Yeah,
going
grown folk
on.
stuff going on.
Yeah, 2014 was just a really busy year for us. So, really for me, like my game of the year was Hearthstone.
And I was going to
for
say,
sure.
I
Was
bet
it?
I bet it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I played that nonstop. I played it
In the
well-
tub.
In the tub.
In the tub, yeah. Well over
I
100
still would
hours.
love to have seen that, man.
Well, probably 200 hours.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Well over that. Still, like, I haven't.
Did that
cracked-
come out this year? That's
It
crazy.
came out this
Yeah.
year. Yeah, I haven't. Actually, you know what? It might have came out just this year on iOS or something.
Mm,
But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. It is. No, I think it's a 2014 game.
I don't know.
Either way, man, that game just hooked me in no other way. And like when it comes to
Right.
iPhone, I'll be playing it all the freaking time.
Yeah.
So
That
I'm
makes
surprised it hasn't made the jump yet. I know it's making the jump.
yeah, they're working on it. They said it'll come in January.
Yeah, that makes total sense for you, man. This year was like the year of adult life for you because you
Really
a
went
lot
through
of
so
stuff
many
going on.
changes. So I mean,
Yeah.
I understand that you're not console gaming as much, and if you're playing something like Hearthstone and that's taking all the time, then
Oh,
that's
the crap load of it.
that
well,
is
because I
perfectly
don't have
valid
to.
for me.
Yeah, and because I didn't have to sit down and like turn on a console
Yeah.
and kind of boot
Right.
up and
Wait
get
for
into
it all,
something.
and yep.
Yeah.
And I think Mario Kart 8 would probably be my last one. So
Yeah.
those would be my
Those
top
are good.
three.
Those are really good.
What about you there?
Top three for me. Number one, and I'll rank them. Number one is Far Cry 4. Number two, Shadow of Mordor. Number three, Shadow of Mordor. No,
I wanted to
I
play
would
that game.
love
I
it.
still haven't
I
had a
can't.
chance to.
I-
So.
shoot.
I've gotta
just
go
pass it
Yes,
along
I'll
the
just pass it
hall.
I have to play Infamous too, so I got to
Oh,
do
man,
that
that's
before
right.
Shadow of Mordor.
Actually, I gotta say,
Shoot,
number
man,
three for
Infamous was really
number
fun.
three for me, and I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Stancil, was Second Son. And the reason for me, if somebody was to first buy a PS4 and they were asked what game to play, that game used all of the new features of a PS4 perfectly. The graffiti, everything about
the light on
slide,
the PS4
everything.
controller.
They utilized everything about what's new on the PS4, and I think that's brilliant. And it was a great. The voice acting was great. Great
Yeah.
story. The animators okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever. You know.
But that I
It's
think
like, why is
that,
he jumping like this?
but to me, I think that is a perfect game to start off and really display what the PS4 can do.
Yeah. I was writing them down as we were talking and looking over a list. Gosh, can you count Wolf Among Us
Yeah,
this year?
sure.
Because it came out
majority
last
of it
year,
came
but then
out.
2, 3, 4,
Right.
Well,
5.
that's the thing.
came
Is
out
they
this
released
year.
episode 1 in like
It
October,
was in
and then
October.
the next episode wasn't released
February.
until this year.
Episode
Yeah.
still kills me like to this day. I'm like, when I saw it, I was like, what?
So good.
That was so good.
Why?
Exactly. So it's hard for me because Infamous didn't come out this year. Didn't it?
Yeah,
It
March.
did March.
March, that's
Second
right.
Son came out
Gosh,
in
I wanted
March.
to say it was last year. Man, this year, I
This
can't believe this year is
I'm
gone.
with you. This year flew. Freaking flew.
Yeah.
Man, Infamous was really fun.
Yep.
Shoot. I didn't play Walking Dead season 2.
Okay.
You guys did.
You got to play that.
Is that
It's
up
good.
there? Not really.
It's good.
It's good, but for me, like I probably would have loved it.
It
on
was
the
not as
PS4.
good as
it was
one.
buggy for me. Like
Oh,
there was a
okay.
lot of frame rate
Yeah.
jumps, and that got annoying after a while.
Yeah.
I still like the story. It just isn't as impactful as one was. I think.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go Mario Kart 8,
Definitely.
Second Son, and probably Shadow.
Yes, my boy.
That was a good game.
I have made you a believer.
I had so much fun with
Isn't
that game.
that game fun? Oh, please just pass it on to him.
Yeah, I will.
Paul, you will
It's so
love that game. I'm telling
I
you, you
can't
will
wait.
love that game. I'm so excited.
It's
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Let's keep going.
Good
Stan's gonna
question.
be really mad if I play that before Infamous. Though.
No,
I've been
I'll
like
do
telling
Infamous.
Stance,
I
like,
know.
I gave him an IOU.
Did he
like,
already
at
send
the
it
end
to
of
you,
last
too?
year?
He
Yeah,
sent
he
it
said
to
he
you
said
for
he
free.
sent it
He
to me.
said,
I'm
yeah.
gonna play it.
You
I'm
play
gonna
that
play it.
first.
Yeah,
So
that
you
old fashioned
get,
Shadow
you get on
Warrior.
Stanzel's good graces.
Yes.
At Delvin Cox, holiday food most looking forward to eating? All of it.
I know, right?
Glorious.
Yes, the glorious holiday food.
What do I look? This is so gross because nobody else likes it, but I love eggnog.
Dude, I'm with you.
I think
Are
it's
you?
I'm with you, man.
I
I
think
just
it's
bought
pretty
some.
good.
Really?
I love
Everybody
me
in
some
my
eggnog.
life, I feel like it's like bleh.
Now, do you put rum in it or anything, or do you
Bleh.
just keep it like?
The last couple times I've been putting some whiskey in there,
Nice. By
and
the
it
way,
is like
if you don't like
a little
eggnog,
too good.
this boy makes an amazing White Russian. Like
Come
last
holla
year.
at me.
Last year when you came over, my mother-in-law requested it.
That's right.
My wife requested it.
I didn't
Piper
come
probably
down to-
requested it at one point. That stuff was dope.
Yeah, White
It was
Russian.
so good. He is the White Russian master.
Yeah, I love that.
So yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, eggnog I look more forward to. You say just all of it too?
Probably
everything.
Yeah.
Just like getting a good home cooked meal and
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
Yep.
Good question.
love that.
At Strange Dave, what was the reason you stayed gaming? For me,
Mm.
it's bullied. It was my escape from reality. Squaresoft helped me the most.
Maybe it means for me it was being bullied.
Yeah.
I think so. For me, it was being bullied.
Yeah. Squaresoft, what is that?
Squaresoft helped me the most.
Yeah, amen to that. That's Square Enix for those that the old school name of Square Enix is Squaresoft.
I
Is he
think
saying that he was
Right?
bullied?
yeah, he was.
He was bullied. Yeah, it
Man,
was an
I'm
escape.
sorry that happened to you. That's all I can say about that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Glad you had video games. Run into the arms of video games,
That's
Bishop.
Absolutely.
Come to us, brother. Come to us.
And
Ain't no bullying here.
well, if only like the adults would tell you this is not going to matter when you get older. Like
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
gonna move on.
That's
and,
what I gotta
and
tell people.
all
kids
those
now.
people that bully you, you're
They're gonna work for you later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Prove them wrong.
Exactly.
Always prove them wrong.
Yeah.
for sure. But games is a great escape from.
Because I'm guaranteed
from
Jay
anything,
Z
so.
would have teased Notch back in high school,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and now he's buying the house Jay Z wanted.
I know. That's right.
Sure.
70 million.
70 million.
Boom.
There was a kid that I went to high school with who got teased, and after we all took the ACT, I think he had like a 35 or something really high, and he got like an Ivy League full ride.
I was going to say that's
Right.
a full ride right
Yeah,
there.
so-
Even though I think Steve Jobs would have made fun of Bill Gates, and you'd have to know how that panned out later on.
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Gobble gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Steve Jobs was great at selling concepts. and
Oh
stuff like
man,
that.
he was a dream seller.
Yeah,
boy.
he
Like-
could sell
But it was just funny watching them later in life. Like, I don't think they knew each other as kids, but like
Mhm.
later in life, watching them, he still was like the bully of the
They're
situation.
always one
Like, he
upping
was
each
so
other,
good
yeah.
at like doing jabs at.
He really was.
Yeah. The reason I stay in gaming is because I love it. And I think we all
Yeah.
do. So to me, like, I didn't have that experience.
Right.
I came into this way late in my life, and I'm so glad it's here now, man. It's just great.
What do you think, Hall? What kept you gaming?
Like I said, I think it's an escape from anything. Like you need time off of work. You need
Mhm.
time to sit and relax. And
Yeah.
it's a hobby.
And you know what's
So,
fun is
it's
we-
like anything else. You know, if somebody likes to sew
Golf,
or
yeah.
golf
exactly.
or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a hobby, and the
Golfing is probably a more healthy hobby. You get out and
Yeah,
Get
get
the
Just
the
get
wall.
up and stretch every once in a
Get a
while. It'll be
walk,
fun.
yeah.
It'll be fun.
It's more bossy though. You're like, oh, get my clothes.
gaming.
Yeah.
They tried with Connect to get us up.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that
We
just-
didn't have that. We
doesn't
weren't having
work.
that.
The Wii.
I will say this: it's one thing to go and spend an outrageous amount of money on movie tickets to go to a 2-hour movie. It's another thing to spend the same amount of money and have 50, 60 hours
I know
into
that's right,
actually
entertainment,
being
yeah.
part of a movie
Yeah.
or being part of something. To me,
Yeah.
that's the so much fun part about it, and that's why I
Mhm.
like that more of the action adventure games versus the strategy games because I'm playing in a story that I can manipulate based on my actions. And I love that. I think it's great.
Yeah. I think what kept me in gaming was I love competition.
Yep.
And then I love stories. I was a theater kid, so it was like, anything that's gonna that can hold your attention for that long. I love that stuff. And I think that the same reason I love music is when it's masterfully done, all you can do is sit back and be like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible.
And you just enjoy it.
Yeah, so I've just always loved that side of gaming.
Love it.
Good question.
At DSpin67, no questions, just happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Thanks for having a great community website and family-friendly podcast.
Woohoo!
Thank you. That is awesome. At RC Hillis, game of the year for him is Shadow of Mordor.
There you go.
That's right there, brother. What game reminds you most of Christmas, or what game gives you the fondest memories of Christmas? Mine was last year. I had such a great time. It was our first year not going anywhere, and I played the mess out of Dishonored. I was up till 4 a.m.
Dang, that was a good game.
With the Christmas lights glowing right there. It just
that is a holiday game.
It was just Christmas magic right there.
For me, Dishonored's like a Halloween
Yeah,
game,
to me it would seem more like a Halloween one, but I loved playing it over the holidays.
What about you?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist.
Nice.
Because I got that
Really?
Genesis when I was a kid.
Nice.
There you go. I think
That's a Christmas game.
anything Sonic for some reason reminds me of Christmas. I feel like
I can see
that's
that
when
too.
I would get Sonic games, and that's when I got the Genesis as
That's
well.
when I got Sonic games too.
And so it felt like, and then I have locked in my brain when I think it was the Dreamcast when it was Christmas. There was a Christmas tree in the middle of the city, and if you stood by it, then this a cappella song started, and I just love Sonic. Just reminds me of Christmas.
That's awesome. At Jamie Bissett, what would you say is the best game of 2014 to give as a Christmas gift for an adult, and best for a child gamer? I think the child
Mario Kart 8 for both of them.
Right. That's good. That's a fine line.
It
Yeah.
depends on the adult gamer. If they're a hardcore adult gamer,
Right.
I think Diablo 3 is probably a really good game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Diablo.
You get a lot of mileage out of it, and you get if you like that kind of game, and I think most core gamers would like that kind of game.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then what would you say for a kid?
Probably Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And you can't go
Such a
wrong
good
with
game.
Mario Kart is great.
Or Mario World 3D. I haven't gotten to play
Yeah, I
it yet.
haven't
I
played
really
it
want to
either.
play it, but they say it's really good.
It looks pretty fun.
That's the bundle
Yeah,
I got my
really
nieces
fun.
and nephew.
Oh,
I
really?
just can't wait to play with Liam and Amelia and Lily. When they're online, I already gave them my hey, I'm
Yes.
T-Router. As soon as you got it set up, friend me and we're
Go
there.
find me.
And
Let's
we're
get
there.
it
So
in.
This
Yeah.
is going to be so much fun, and that's what I love. It's that game brings every generation
Yes, it
together,
really
and
does.
everybody has so much fun playing that.
Amen.
Game. So that would be mine for the child, and then for adult, it would be Shadow with Mordor.
Shadows was good.
Love.
Or I
passing that
think
around.
too, maybe and Shadows has this a little bit because it is the Middle Earth world, but kind of piggybacking off that, the Batman games. For
Yeah.
I just think of an adult
Arkham
growing up
City,
with Batman,
Sure.
and, maybe playing a Batman game.
Man, Batman is a good recommendation. We don't have any Batman on next gen yet, though.
Guess
we will.
who Amara wants to be? My 3-year-old is I know what I want to be for Halloween next year.
Already?
We're like, what? Batman. We're like, you can be Batgirl. No, I'll be Batman.
What prompted that?
No idea. She just wants to be
Huh.
Batman for Halloween next year.
Weird.
No
Pretty cool.
idea.
That's
I
awesome.
love it.
If you could rank, at your mom's guns. I love that handle. At your mom's guns. If you could rank the 6 Star Wars from worst to best, how would you rank
I
them?
like that question.
From worst to best.
Worst to best.
Well, we start off
Can we
with
just
the
all
first
agree
1, 2,
episode
3.
one-
Yeah,
episode
one.
one is
Worst.
The worst.
yeah.
I mean, I don't even
And then it
remember.
probably goes
Two would be the
2,
second
It goes
one.
1,
Yeah.
2,
3.
3.
Yeah.
4, 6, 5, or 4, 5, 6.
I'd say
Four is-
6, 4, 5.
4. I just watched 4 the other day.
4.
It's good, but it's not
Dude, Empire was
Great.
great.
I think 4 is better than 6 though, in my opinion.
Is it?
The Ewoks.
6, well, yeah, but 6 for me. 6 wrapped it all up in a nice little bundle.
True,
at the
but
end.
it didn't.
And it was the father reveal too. Spoiler.
Yeah, exactly.
But
the ending of 6 though is just so.
woo, woo. Yeah, with all the Ewoks.
Yeah, I don't think it was a good ending.
I think to me, 5 was great because it was darker and it was like, man, there's a lot of bad stuff happening right
Yeah.
now, and it was really good. Hoth is still one of my favorite.
Yeah, I think 1,
Sections.
2, 3, 4, 6, 5.
There you go. I like that.
I could do that, or I really could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I could go either. I could do the exact same thing.
But 1, 2, 3 for sure is way far away from
Oh,
like
absolutely.
it's listed in order, but between 3 and 4 is way far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a special fondness for 6 because my father took me and my brother opening night, midnight showing, packed out. I had to sit in the aisle because there was no room.
That's
like
awesome.
it was packed house.
That's awesome.
Best memory of Return of the Jedi. I was just geeking out after seeing that. It was. So
I'm watching
amazing.
all of them this next year to
Good.
get ready for 7.
Nice.
Not 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, are you
4,
starting
5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do that. We need to have like a Star
The
Wars
ones that
thing.
matter.
We just watched 4, so I just watched 4. Jenny fell asleep.
Well, of course you did.
You know,
After seeing after actually watching episode 1, 2, and 3, which I watched them when they were in the theaters.
Yeah, I
Me
did
too.
too.
It's like
Midnight Show.
that was better
me too.
left to our imagination.
Yeah.
Just imagine what really happened.
Exactly.
I mean, I wanted to know.
Natalie Portman was the best thing that happened.
Yeah, I wanted to
from
know
me at
how
my age at
everything
that time.
happened, but
Yeah.
to me, 3 just seemed like everything just went to.
Yeah. Went to the dogs. I don't
Yeah,
know
it
why
was
did.
just. Blah.
Well, it's just the acting was so bad.
Yeah. It was
Not that the acting is incredible. You know, it's not like
no,
Luke
there-
was some incredible Oscar-winning actor at
Red
the time.
5 standing by.
It
Uncle.
wasn't, but I think
Uncle.
it might just be our nostalgia.
But I was gonna
of
go
the
back and
original.
get what was it? The power converters. Oh, he's
Yeah.
such a whiny little
Exactly.
bee in that one.
The power converters. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's awful. Okay, we got 2 more. At Jamie Bissett, what is the laziest Christmas decoration you have ever done? I think
Shoot, laziest?
I
Maybe
think I
this year.
put a bow on something.
Our tree, even though it like takes a while to put up, it's like pre-frosted, pre-lit.
You
all
have
that
everything
stuff.
done. You just plug
Yeah,
and
you
go.
just put it in. You
That's-
put it up and you plug it in.
I love that.
I mean, it is
beautiful.
like 9 feet tall.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We finally did some lights on the house this year, but it was a rush job.
Was it?
Yeah, I wanted to get back up there. It was just so cold, and I really don't like ladders.
No, they scare you.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want to say they're scary, but the ladder that I'm using,
It's not the Griswold ladder, is it?
I don't know because I've never seen that movie.
You still haven't seen
I
Christmas
haven't
Vacation?
seen it.
Oh,
my
my
God.
god.
Sorry. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Gabe.
No.
That's it. We're staying up all night.
Exactly. Yeah. We just play on television. But I think that I don't know. It's like a yard sale ladder that my mom got, and it just feels very like
I know what I'm Oh, no.
You're like, oh man, this thing's gonna be like,
You get up high.
yeah, exactly. Oh.
It's like the creaky outfit.
So maybe this year, because I put lights up, but it's a rush job. You can tell, like right when the wind hit it, you know, it was like these taut lines. It was like they're coming down in a week.
Yeah, I think the lazy thing we did is I think we forgot a dog Christmas present. So we had one that was still wrapped up, and I just ripped off all the cellophane and everything off, and we found a bow somewhere and just went, boop, there you go.
Nice.
And it was
I
done.
like that.
All right, final question. Is this the final question for 2014? Are we doing
I don't know when
episode
the next one is.
next week?
I have no idea when it even is.
We're all
No,
gonna
it'll be in.
We'll have one
it'll
more,
still
right?
be in 2014.
What?
All right. Well,
Barely. Well,
It will be.
no.
Today's 20.
We'll do it on New Year's Eve.
Ooh,
It'll release.
on New Year's Day.
Should we do it on the 30th and release it on the 31st?
Let's
Are we
do
really
that.
going to do a podcast
We'll do
on
that.
New Year's Eve?
Let's do that. We'll
All right.
release it on the 31st. It'll be
All
the
right,
last
all
one.
All right. So, final question for this to close
For
out
Christmas.
for the Christmas special spectacular.
Mhm.
At Jared45, what's your least favorite traditional Christmas dish that everyone else seems to love? Mine is green bean casserole. Blech.
I like that.
I love me some green bean casserole.
The thing that I don't like
Yeah.
is I don't know if this is Thanksgiving or Christmas, but I'm not a huge like out of the can cranberry sauce guy.
I like that.
I like it.
Eat
Everything we
But
mentioned,
that's how
I was
I feel
gonna
like
be like,
everybody
I like
feels like it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
I
like,
like
oh,
it.
I could just eat it up. I'm like,
well, there you
yeah,
go. There's your answer.
I could have it,
Yeah.
but
I'm kind of mad on stuffing, I guess.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too,
okay.
man. I'm with you.
I like stuffing.
Like
Yeah,
maybe
gravy on
it just has to be like really good stuff.
It has to,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course, yeah.
My sister-in-law makes a mean one because she puts sausage and stuff in it, so it's like,
Oh, wow.
Lord
It
have
is-
mercy,
it is
Jesus.
Wow.
delicious. Yeah, that is good stuff. That's the stuffing you kill for. So
Oh,
I do that.
oh my gosh.
I'm like so on quiche too. Like some
Oh, I
quiche
can't
is
do
really
quiche.
good, some is
I
not.
can't do quiche.
Sorry about that. Man.
No, I don't like
He
quiche
just threw
neither.
up a little bit in his mouth.
No, sorry, it's perfect. Yeah, I don't like quiche either.
Yeah, I'm not a big quiche.
Is that a Christmas thing?
No, that's an everyday thing. That could be a
Yeah, I
breakfast
mean it
thing.
is
it
an
could be a
everyday
lunch
thing, but I just
Feel like
seem
it
to have
comes
it more
around
around the
quiche.
holidays. Yeah.
Christmas
I don't
quiche.
know.
That's hilarious.
Christmas quiche.
Well, that's it for
That's
questions,
it.
everybody. Thank you so much for all the questions
Yeah.
and for participating. And we had some real good ones, and we compiled it from the past few weeks.
Yeah, and we talked about it. Sorry.
Go ahead. You're done.
We talked about it already. Obviously, you've heard our favorite games, and that's the question we turned to you guys. Favorite game of 2014. I know a lot of people will probably say things that came out in 2013 that they played in 2014. It's all good. We're not sticklers.
No, we're
But
not.
if it could be released in 2014 and you played in 2014, that'd be awesome as
Yeah.
well. And it's Christmas. It's Christmas time. You guys might have these already.
Oh.
Gamers Club unlocked.
Look at you.
2 years.
Yeah, buddy.
Boom shakalaka.
Finally unlocked.
You're finally unlocked.
Unlocked.
How does that feel?
That is awesome.
You have this already though, right?
Yeah.
It'll extend it.
That's just
Extend it
Nice.
for you guys. Yeah.
Thank you,
buddy.
man.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
$99.99.
Ho ho ho, they're on sale.
Yeah.
I
You spent that much on us? What?
Way to go, man.
My wife would be like, so what's this $200?
I'm right here.
know. The Blake Shelton.
Yeah, the Blake Shelton point.
I got your guys' stuff out in the car. So
I got
Don't
mine out
worry
there
about
too.
it.
No.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
We're not going to open any more gifts on camera. The rest are going to be secrets.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll keep secrets from everybody.
Oh,
But hey,
man, we'll
by
talk
the way,
about
this is a fantastic deal, everyone, because the more you spend, the more you're going to get $15, $10, $5 back, and it really is good.
I was just listening to like a podcast and they were talking about it, and I was like, man, I should really get
Yeah,
that.
man.
Boom shakalaka.
Nice.
Well, you guys were the ones that originally
We first did it, yeah.
You first
Well,
did it.
We
He
You
first
liked the
did it.
publication.
Then
it
I did
used
it.
to be free. That's the thing. Is like
No, it's
used-
$15 a year.
It was
Yeah, it was $15 a year.
$15 a year.
And
I
you got-
think
which is pretty much
I got,
free.
I got it for free because I had like a promo or something.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I had
you
it for like 2 years for free, and it was like
Mm.
I was getting discounts on games all the time and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then they started charging for it. So.
Yeah.
But it's completely worth it if you buy more than like 2 games a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 it
yeah.
really-
20%
it really
off
does.
new games, 10% off used games. I think you get extra trade-in value if you trade in there.
Yep.
I don't know what else you get.
Yeah, it's good, man.
And now's as good a time as any to introduce our new sponsor.
Exactly.
I wish.
Oh my
we get
God.
nothing.
Yeah.
Goose egg. These are great, man.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh, no problem.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas,
awesome, man.
y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Thank you guys. Merry Christmas
Merry
to everybody
Christmas.
out there. Ho ho ho! Here we are. This is our third Christmas celebration.
Yeah, man.
Second on camera.
Yep.
Hopefully this one looks a little better. Our first one was real struggle looking. It was
I
like,
know HD.
That was one of our comments. Come on, guys, really no HD? We're like, sorry. Gosh, we don't have a video guy.
Stepping it up
We're
this year.
figuring
It's not
out
like we're
as we go.
surrounded by technology.
No, not at all.
We're figuring it out as we
Always.
go. I'm your boy, Gabe Patillo. This is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. And we are married to the game that we are up out this thing. Peace! Merry Christmas, y'all. Woo!